Okay, so let's kick it off this way. Recently, there was a campaign, and you had a deputy governor, and there was this talk about how to have a free malaria society, and there were a lot of issues that were discussed at that recent campaign. Can you just educate us about what the campaign or the discussion was all about?
Thank you very much. Let me start by, let's talk about health first. While you were introducing the program, you said health is wealth. What is actually health? WHO made us to understand that health simply means a complete state of the mind, of the body, be it physical and internal. Not merely when somebody is sick and see somebody is what? It's not healthy. Health is all about soundness of mind. If your mind is not sound, if you are not healthy, the little child will not go to school. If you are not healthy, that market woman will not do what? Will not go to the market. If you are not healthy, even who are in the studio, won't be able to come to the studio here. And so we're also looking at it that, look, there are people that need to be taken care of in all society, in all facets of life. The under 5, the pregnant women, every person as far as Deltans are concerned. And now, the Delta State government deemed it fit that, look, for each citizen to be healthy, to tackle what it actually means in life, let's see that menace that is actually making people feel summer and the word malaria. Hence, we decided to pay advocacy visit to His Excellency the Deputy Governor to sensitize him and also to tell him that, look, this is the 3rd year that Delta State normally carry out malaria campaign every 3 years. And this year, 2025, is another year. And so what we needed from His Excellency is to showcase and help us to also talk to Deltas that, look, this year we are commencing malaria campaign. And this campaign have actually started since on the 23rd of April 2025. We'll be visiting other areas, not even only the Deputy Governor. We'll be visiting area. We visited the Commissioner of Police. Today we are going to visit Khan. We'll be visiting other areas. And so the essence of it is to sensitize the government concerning what the state need to actually do as far as this campaign is concerned. We're able to brief His Excellency since the commencement of the campaign, the entry of our development partners, the trainings that have been done at the state level, the trainings that have been done at the LGA level, and the ones that are also going on. And we also want him to also demonstrate and show to Deltas that, look, this period, the nets that will be distributed, they are free, they are safe, and individuals should do what? Should sleep inside of it. And we also brief His Excellency that as far as this campaign is concerned, it's going to center on rural areas and the riverine areas specifically, because these are the areas where people do not really have that opportunity to actually prevent themselves concerning malaria issues as it concerns Deltas. And so that meeting was a fruitful one, and His Excellency gave us his words that as far as Delta State is concerned, to as part of the more agenda to see that Delta citizens, they have good, healthy status, they are willing and stable to support the campaign.
Right. So let's also look at the role of government in all of this. Do they really have a role to play? If they have, what is the role of the government in all of this?
Thank you very much. Let's go straight to the point. Malaria. The malaria component is a vast one, but I want to talk on just 3 areas. We have the case management. We also have the environmental sector. And we have the community sector. Now, the community sector simply means this. There are people in our community who do not get that privilege, who do not even know about what is happening on what the government is doing. Is it the market women? Is it the kings, the kingmaker, the opinion leaders? And so it is the duty of government to make community people know that this is what they are doing. As far as government policy concerning malaria is concerned, we have free treatment in our healthcare services, be it primary healthcare centers, be it the secondary, and be it as far as even tertiary level. There's something we call, the government is having a policy that is called free maternal child health. And that is operated fully 24 hours, where children of under 5, when they go to the health facilities, they are treated what? Free. Likewise, pregnant women, they go to the health center, they go to health facilities, they are treated what? Free. The government deemed it fit that in order for each citizen not to be wasted as far as malaria is concerned, you go there, you register free.
I think we also have similar treatment here in Asaba, around Asaba Specialist Hospital.
Yes, that is what I said, that at the PSC centers, at the secondary facilities, and at what? The tertiary facilities. Yeah. Now, there is this magic 7,000 naira that people do not actually really know. Okay. See, this free something, some person said there is no free food or no free this even in free time. Well, I want to commend the Delta State government. Okay. 7,000 naira that will give you tests of malaria free, and they will give you drugs for the same malaria what? Free. They will give you net, a cellular treated net, free. These are the policies as far as the more agenda is what is concerned. Okay. And so people should do what? Should key into it. As I speak with you, there are people who still do not know about these free programs. There are people who still do not know about this contributory health program, this miraculous 7,000 I'm talking about, that will take you for a year. Like I said, test is free, treatment is free, everything is what? Is free. And so the government really have mind for people to do what? To get themselves in a free state. Then, as far as the environment is concerned, the government also have a policy that, let's take for example, today is what? Today is Thursday. Yeah. As far as Oshimili South is concerned, before you will open your shop, you have to do what we call environmental what? Sanitation. Okay. Be it in the market, be it in the community, be it in the street, be it in your compound. No shop should do what? Should open until 10 a.m. as of today, Thursday. Every Thursday of the week. That is the policy from the government. Yeah. Then the government also created a policy that every last Saturday of the month we have what we call a general environmental what? Sanitation. Everybody should move. And there are task force for it. Look, government cannot really do what? Do it alone. And so the government is now saying that, look, these days are being set aside so that you make your environment what? Clean, so that malaria will not do what? Will not infest on people. And so these are some of the policies of government.
So let me come to Mr. John. I want you to highlight some of the challenges associated with achieving a free malaria in the country, especially right here in Delta State, before we move down to the campaign or whatever the things we are doing.
Okay, thank you. So for us to achieve a free malaria society, a lot needs to go into that. The first is there have to be that commitment. Commitment is very, very key. And when you don't have the commitment, then you don't get the will that's supposed to follow that commitment. So it starts with putting everybody and doing mapping. Who is the stakeholder? What are the roles of the stakeholder? And when you put the stakeholders, you begin to map them. You understand and know that even me and you are part of the people who are supposed to make things happen. So it starts from the government. And then it comes through the community like you mentioned. Then we talk about the leaders, traditional leaders, religious leaders. We talk about opinion leaders, stakeholders, and everybody. When you pull everybody, so commitment is the first thing. And one of the things that we have also done that for malaria, the challenges might look like something little because people look at it as ordinary malaria. So that's one of the first things. So we look at it as just an ordinary. But when we bring numbers and put them on the table, then you see that it's not ordinary. So from statistics, 3 out of every 10 children that die is attributed to malaria. 1 out of every 10 women, pregnant women that die, is attributed to malaria. When people give birth in the hospital and the baby is so, they say the baby too small, it's attributed also to malaria, because when the mother is having malaria, when the mother is pregnant and there's parasite in the placenta, and the parasite will reduce the opportunity for the child to get enough oxygen to grow. So when the child comes out later, the baby comes small, and then people say this baby too small. It's actually malaria. And that is why sometimes when a woman is pregnant, we say go for ANC, get registered for antenatal. You get to a point within that pregnancy that they give her IPT. That IPT is given to her from when she starts every 4 months until when she delivers. And so she's healthy, the baby is healthy, the baby comes out kicking. All right, if you go to statistics for out-of-pocket spending, so because Nigeria is an endemic place, it's assumed that in a year, in endemic places, people will have between 3 and 5 episodes of malaria in a year, because endemic mosquitoes bite you every day. If you don't protect yourself, you're going to have between 3 and 5 episodes. So if you're spending one co-attempt now is around 3,500. Imagine the size of family, that's a family of 5. Everybody's spending 3, let's say it's 3,000, or let's use 2,500, okay? 2,500 times 5 people is how much? It's 7,500.
Well, the net can save you.
The net can save you. So those are the things that come with statistics from malaria. So the challenge is that people even saying it's ordinary, and then people not doing the action they're supposed to. Our environment, like you mentioned, government put this environmental sanitation days in it, and it's good if we can follow it, but most times do people follow it? On those Saturdays are days people decide to play Bob Marley music and wash clothes. Their gutters are dirty. They don't do what they're supposed to do. Yeah.